Thank you very much for joining me. How you been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Steve Renazizi. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. Steve Renazizi. Lit. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the guy. Steve.
Oh, what just happened? Oh, now it's starting over again. This is the shit that happens when Steve isn't here to yell at me.
I say just go for it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to What's the Odds? Steve is not in studio this week, so I'm joined by Lucas Hurl and Josh Martin. Steve is meeting with a doctor and hopefully getting surgery on his fucked up back sooner than later because he is in a lot of pain. Last I heard, he's canceling all of his October dates, but he may be able to call in by the time this show is wrapping up, so we'll see. But otherwise, it's just too bad he's not here because the Giants won their first football game.
I know. Brent and I can lay on the couch if you'd like.
The couch is vacant this week.
And be Steve.
But yeah, that was we watched that game. It was fun. Daniel Jones
is good.
Is a superstar.
He is not a
in the making.
superstar.
He's a superstar in the making.
He played against
the
Giants. Are you playing audio from your phone?
Yeah.
No.
He's like a top 3 MVP candidate so far.
No.
I would
No.
say
2 weeks
so.
into the
Go
season.
fuck yourself.
Daniel
okay?
Jones,
You played against Tampa Bay
Allen
defense.
with Carolina, and
Tampa
Josh
Bay.
Allen. Those are the 3 best quarterbacks in football right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, you guys.
I keep hearing stuff in my head.
There's an echo.
I don't hear anything, Josh. You're going crazy.
Okay, Daniel Jones is nothing.
Did you watch him at all,
Did
though?
you watch any of that first half? It was pretty bad. The first half.
Did you watch
Against
the
a
second
very
half?
bad
Yeah.
defense.
Yes, but
And very bad
Look,
the
they-
issue with
they
bad
needed-
defenses is that they get worse throughout the game. That's why Miami can hold up a team for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, the end of the middle of the second half, it's fucked.
But the Giants needed somebody new. They needed a change. They needed a new attitude. And here's a guy who isn't a great quarterback, probably, but he's good enough, and he fits in that system, and he had a solid game.
I don't trust anyone from Duke.
but who-
You literally picked him up on your fantasy team.
Yes, You're
talking shit on him.
I picked
You
him up
picked
right
him up.
before we started.
And you don't even need him.
I don't need him. I already have 2 quarterbacks. I have 3 quarterbacks and 2 defenses. Okay, I picked him up because I'm trying to make a trade with you and this guy.
Well, I'm not taking
'Cause I
Daniel
need
Jones.
a tight end. Oh, he's a great quarterback though. You're bragging
He
about
is
him.
for the Giants.
Anything's. I can play quarterback better than Eli Manning.
No, you can't.
I'll take that bet any day.
I will always root for Daniel Jones because it's just so much fun seeing Giants fans have to apologize.
Yeah.
No, I've yet to see a single Giant fan apologize. I've seen Giant fans say, "Oh, I've said this all along."
There's a lot
I've
of
always
lot of
been.
tweets
I've
getting
always been a
deleted.
Daniel Jones fan. And it's like no, like we all know this one guy at the Comedy Store. As soon as Daniel Jones got picked, he said, "Fuck."
Steve Renazizi?
Besides Steve Renazizi.
Yeah, Steve was pretty adamant that they made a huge mistake drafting him where they drafted him.
Yeah.
And if I recall correctly, he referred to him as the franchise quarterback in a text message to you this past weekend.
Yes, he was very.
So
he
he's
beat
excited.
me in one of the leagues, a Comedy Store league,
Mhm.
and he talked shit, and there was nothing I can do about it. And he only beat me by 5 points.
There were some great tweets on Sunday saying, "Why didn't the Giants trade up for Daniel Jones?" It's great.
At least the Giants didn't have to give up a bunch of stuff for their quarterback, like the Bears did for Mitchell Trubisky, which
Yeah,
is
who
a big
sucks.
pile of shit.
Yeah, he really is not anything.
I would much rather have Daniel Jones than Mitchell Trubisky.
I would too, honestly, at this
I'd
point.
rather have Josh Allen than both of them.
Well, Josh Allen's a good quarterback.
Yeah, never thought I'd say it
Bite
either.
your tongue. He's actually a good quarterback.
Is he?
Have you seen
Yeah.
him?
What isn't he the guy who threw all those interceptions for the Bills last year?
No, that's
No.
not the guy.
Oh, okay.
He's with the Raiders now. Or did he get
Yeah.
cut? Is he on the practice squad? Did Peterman make
Let's-
the team?
He made the team on
Peterman,
Hard
yeah.
Knocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We went to that game and we sat through
Oh, he made the team. He's the second string.
30 minutes of football where he threw 5 picks on 9 pass
Yeah,
attempts.
we saw a record broken.
Yeah.
5 interceptions in one half.
Saw history.
You know what? I can beat that record, guys. Put me in.
Probably.
I can throw 6 interceptions.
For those of you wondering, Lucas Hurl did not get paid this last Sunday.
was one off.
We had 4 parlays going, and we were right on 3 of them. And because the Patriots' backup quarterback, who is no longer with the team, threw a pick 6, he did not get paid. So we would have won $614. Instead, we lost $50. So
Like gambling's the worst.
yeah, we were that close.
God.
It was a lock. But that's what happens when you don't beat the spread and you're a Patriot. Belichick will get you the fuck out of there and sign somebody else very quickly.
And that's why Vegas always wins. Because they
Yeah.
knew that spread wasn't going to be met.
It was that close, though. But we have some interesting games this week. I don't think I want to touch the Eagles-Packers tomorrow.
Who do you think wins?
The Eagles are a 3-point favorite on the road. I mean, they have to win that game. The Packers have a very good defense. The Eagles get Alshon Jeffrey back, but they're missing a lot of their secondary, I think.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers gets it back? He
I
hasn't
think
looked
Aaron
good.
Rodgers should have a field day because the Eagles' defense is like just completely injured. So I think him and Devontae Adams go off. I want to say the Packers win. I just don't want to touch that game. I don't like Thursday games.
Yeah, Thursday's games are always bad, and it's always weird result
Yeah.
that you didn't expect. We did not expect Minshew to have that good of a game this past Thursday.
No.
Especially against the Titans, who have been playing pretty fucking good,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, not Marcus Mariota, but their defense has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota, they're going to replace.
It's amazing to think about, too. He's second overall pick.
And I really think it's mental. He's still, like, he's not running the ball anymore.
Yeah.
That used to be, like, his big thing. Now he's just standing in the pocket, and he takes too long, and he gets sacked. It's like, dude, use your legs. Make plays like you used to. He's a good quarterback.
My new favorite celebrity, though, is Gardner Minshew. The stories coming out about him since he's taken over the starting job. One was about him being a freshman in college and trying to break his hand so he could get an extra year eligibility. It's just the best stuff, best, like, tales you'll ever hear.
That's phenomenal.
So are we doing a 3 or 4 game parlay here?
Well, let's look at the games. What do
Okay.
you think? Are there any games that jump out at you as, oh, that team is definitely going to cover the spread, or that team's
The
definitely
Patriots
gonna
will
win?
definitely cover the spread against the Bills.
I disagree.
What is the spread?
I think it's 7.
-7, yeah.
Yeah.
In the games in Buffalo?
Games in Buffalo.
I think the Bills are going to win outright.
I think the Bills are also going to win outright. We're going to stay
Homers.
undefeated. Yeah, definitely. They're not going to win. We know that. But I think it's more like a 3 or 4 point game. I think the Patriots win, but it's a closer game than 7 points.
Yeah.
We showed Steve last week his first videos ever of Bills Mafia going through flaming tables. They're
That
going to be
sounds
out of
awful.
control this Sunday.
Yeah, the amount of we should take a bet. What's the over/under the amount of dildos that are thrown on the field at Tom Brady?
Let me say 8.
I would take the over.
How many arrests do you think are going to happen at the Ralph this weekend? I'm going to say over 50.
I would take the under on that, but definitely more than 10.
But there are some decent picks that could be made. Monday Night Football, Steelers, Bengals. Steelers -4, I believe.
I would take the Steelers to cover. I think Rudolph with another week with the first teamers. The Bengals are awful. On Odd Sharks, I have it at -4. I would definitely have to take the Steelers. I would lock that in. Dallas, New Orleans. I don't want to touch that game because I don't know what I'm getting from New Orleans. Bridgewater could either figure it out or.
You also don't know what you gain from Dallas because Dallas, Prescott didn't have a good game.
Yeah, but I still think that's one of the better offenses.
Yeah,
in the league.
he'll be fine.
And your defense is just solid. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just.
But this is what happened last year. It was
Yeah.
okay the first 3. It was actually pretty bad for 3 weeks, and then they get comfortable and fuck. And we're about to get our defensive tackle back, Sheldon Rankins.
It's going to change everything for you. You know, I was watching the Rams game. I was thinking the Rams should have done with Goff what the Cowboys are doing with Dak, where they waited to give him this money. Because if Goff didn't get that big extension, his price would only go down based off his play this year. So I think Dak, if you don't pay him all year, he's going to go off. Probably cost you $200 million by the end of the season, but you get a Super Bowl. I'll take that.
Yeah. This one, I kind of like the line on the Rams game.
What is it?
It's 9.5. They're favored at home, but I think it's going to be a shootout. I think Tampa Bay could make the 9.5 spread.
I don't think that so at all.
That,
Bucks are
that
really
Rams
bad.
defense, man.
Bucks are very bad.
Yeah, but they can throw
Look
the
how
ball
many
up
points
and
they
score.
scored against the Giants defense.
Yeah, but they can throw the ball up. It's going to be a shootout. Jameis Winston's just going to be chucking the ball to Mike Evans and Godwin. And
So you're talking taking the over?
I'm definitely talking taking the over. I think the
Okay.
Rams put up a lot of points, and I think Tampa Bay could put up at least 20, 25 points.
Can you take the over without the? Because I do think it's going to be
You can
further than
take-
9.5 points.
You can take the over, and you can pick if they'll cover the spread or not.
Okay.
You can bet on those separately.
So you think they will cover the spread, though?
I think they'll cover the spread.
I'm kind of with Josh on that. I think Tampa Bay is really bad.
Okay, we won't touch that then. But you're in agreement that the Steelers are going to cover the spread against the Bengals on Monday Night Football.
I
Yes?
do have that.
Okay, so
The
that's locked
terrible
in.
game.
That's going to be an awful game to watch, but I think Pittsburgh kind of figures it out with Rudolph, and they get it going, and my fantasy team has a really good week this week.
There you go.
Seattle on the road in Arizona, -5. I would take Seattle in that game. It's a bounce-back game.
Yeah, are the Seahawks not that good though? They haven't impressed me the last few weeks. I
They're
don't
okay.
know.
They only lost last week.
Yeah.
They're not a bad team. They're in a weak division.
Yeah.
The division's very weak, and
Yeah.
it's a division game. It should be an easy win, especially
Okay.
after losing last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure Pete Carroll's getting not hit in the face with a football, which is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So funny. And he kept picking at it throughout the entire game. Kept picking at the bandage. I'm like, this is so good. You know what sucks about the Dolphins being so bad is that the point spread for any Dolphin games, you can't take the other team because it's so high. I think it's like 15.5
Yeah.
against the Chargers.
Who threw that ball? It was one of his own
I believe
players.
I believe it was the kicker.
It was the kicker.
I believe it was the kicker.
Oh, that's great.
What's going through his mind after he hits his coach in the face with a football?
I don't know, man. I would never throw a football because I can't throw a football.
But you can throw a football better than
I'm a
Daniel
better
Jones.
quarterback. Okay, I'm a better leader than Eli. I have no arm strength.
Well, speaking of the Giants, they're a 3-point favorite at home against Washington.
I would actually take
That's
that
a
bet.
lock. Yes, they're gonna win by weight. Washington sucks.
Washington is also a dumpster fire. So I think those are two games that we could take. And then the Tennessee-Atlanta game.
I would take that.
Atlanta at home, 4-point favorite.
Yeah.
So you think they cover the spread?
How are they only a 4-point favorite?
Because
Atlanta's not that good.
but they're good at home in the dome.
Yeah.
They have all those offensive weapons, and Matt Ryan, for fantasy purposes, had a really good game last week.
And he was on my bench.
He was in my starting lineup, and I won this week for What's the Odds. Did you win?
No.
And Steve also lost. Emma, you won, of course, because you're just going to run the table on everybody.
I lost.
see.
I lost to the Truth Ertz,
Oh,
and I have Zach Ertz. So I have the player that his team's named off of,
Well, you
and he
should-
still beat
you
me.
should try to trade it to him.
Make a trade,
a
okay?
lot
Yeah,
of
that's
stuff.
a good idea. Truth Ertz, if you're listening right now, I'm going to try to rip you off in the next week. Going to offer Zach Ertz for your whole team. Please take it.
By the way, does anybody out there think I should trade Darren Waller to Josh for Josh Gordon?
Yeah.
Is that a good trade? Should I be taking that?
Take Josh Gordon.
Do I want Josh Gordon?
a
Do I want
Patriots
another
wide
Patriot?
receiver.
I already have Philip Dorsett and Sony Michel. Do I need more Patriots
handcuff
when I
him.
hate the Patriots so much?
The irony is I think either of those players would pass a drug test.
Yeah. This one,
Come on, take him.
Oakland on the road. Indy's a 7-point favorite at home.
I would take Indy.
I would take Indy. Indy's a good team.
I wouldn't be as
But
confident.
you don't take Oakland to cover the spread?
No.
No. No,
Indy
Indy is good.
wins by 10.
Yeah, I mean, Jacoby Brissett's been playing well. I think he's kind of under the radar.
And it's a home game, no weather involved. It's in the dome. Just take it. Pull the trigger on the trade.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Did you offer it to him yet?
He hasn't made the offer, and I haven't countered. I'll give you Darren Waller for Zeke.
No. This
is a negotiation. We're negotiating.
You trade. Don't forget.
You make an offer. I counter.
Let the 12 people who listen to this podcast know that you traded
There's 14 right now.
Chris
thank you.
Carson. It's 12 because the 13 is you. So
I just dropped one.
okay.
Get to your point.
You traded Chris Carson and who else?
Marlon Mack.
Marlon Mack for who?
Todd Gurley.
And how do you feel about that trade?
Well, we're still waiting and seeing. Because
Okay.
I made the trade before the season started, and we're waiting and seeing. Because Gurley, week 2, had a better game than both of those guys.
Yeah, but that was against the Saints defense.
Chris Carson had how many fumbles this last week?
He had one.
He had a fumble, but that only opens the door for Penny to come in and take more snaps away from him. So Carson might be fading. Marlon Mack is the number 1 in Indy, so I do regret losing him.
And that's why you should take
But-
Andy over.
Todd Gurley, maybe they're going to finally get him going. They've been holding him back, but when he's gotten the ball, he's looked decent. Doesn't look like he's having knee problems. So we'll see.
I still can't follow you for that because the way Gurley racks up touchdowns, he's their goal line guy, right?
Well, the first week, Malcolm Brown took the goal line touchdowns away from him.
But all the previous seasons, he was the guy, right?
Yeah, he's been that guy.
I got a trade for you then. I'll
Okay.
trade you Brown, the backup running back for the Rams, for the tight end.
No. It's a
And-
horrible trade.
And Josh Gordon.
No.
Give you a wide receiver, handcuff the running back situation.
Well, the running back doesn't need to be handcuffed when he's not getting work.
he is getting work.
Yeah, but he's not getting good work.
It doesn't matter. It's work is work.
No, because then I got to drop somebody that actually matters. My bench is about to be on fire because I've got Golden Tate. He's coming back.
Every one of your bench is suspended or injured.
But Tyreek Hill, when he comes back, and that's someone I picked up off the waiver wire because Aaron was dumb enough to drop him.
That was kind of dumb. Yeah.
It was really dumb.
Yeah.
That's a first-round draft pick or very early second-round draft pick, and she just dropped him. So, yeah, I'm going to pick him up. So I'm going to have a decent team. I don't necessarily need Josh Gordon. I don't. That's why I'm going to wait a week. I think I wait a week. We see how he does because he had 3 points against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Against the Dolphins.
Because he had
Dolphins.
if he played way too hard, he was going to go back to doing drugs, and the Patriots didn't want that. They're a friend.
Yeah,
I got nothing
Miami
else.
has temptations.
Yeah.
Mostly cocaine and
Well, how about
prostitutes.
the awful Cleveland Browns who have to win? Baltimore's a 7-point favorite at home. Can Cleveland cover that spread, or do you just take Baltimore thinking they'll rout them?
Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Did you see the Twitter news this morning? Rex Ryan was trending because he called Baker Mayfield overrated.
Way to go out on a limb, Rex.
And Baker Mayfield said there's a reason why Rex Ryan isn't representing any colors, like because he's not with a team at all. Because
Yeah.
he's a shitty coach.
Yeah.
And as a Bills fan, as the former head coach of the Bills, how do you feel about Rex Ryan?
I miss him.
You know, he wasn't a great coach, but he's a guy that when nobody's talking about your team, he can get the media talking about your team. He can generate a little bit of buzz.
Are you a
'cause
bigger
he's
fan
just-
of Rex or Rob?
I think Rob is a better coach, honestly. He's got the better hair,
You
too.
think Rob's
Better
a better
hair,
coach
better
than
I think
Rex?
Rob's a better coach than Rex.
I mean, they're both pretty bad, I think.
They're bad head coaches.
Yeah.
You know,
Rob's
like
a great coordinator.
Jared Allen was a horrible head coach for Oakland, and a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you say that Rob had better hair, though?
Rob had better hair for
better
sure.
hair,
yeah.
better gut.
Yeah.
That was a good gut.
Yeah.
Good gut.
That's a gut that you can put like a drink on, and then finish your sandwich, and then pick up your beer from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are good guts.
And Rob didn't have a foot fetish.
No.
I
That we
don't
know of.
trust
Wait,
a
Rex
coach
Ryan
that
has a foot fetish?
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like Tarantino level bad?
Yeah.
Re-
And he was just on one of the sports talk shows, and made a reference to it, and it got really weird.
Yeah.
Some lady on the show got uncomfortable, and he was just like, okay.
Rex Ryan's wife has a Mark Sanchez tattoo. How weird is that?
That's some bad decision making right there.
This one's interesting. The Kansas City-Detroit game. So the over-under's 54. I think for sure you got to go the over.
Yeah.
And because Kansas City doesn't have a defense, the Lions have a decent offense. Kansas City's for sure going to put up 30 points. So the Lions could put up.
I also think they'll win by more than 6.5.
Yeah,
Who's stop? Well, I guess I don't know how good the Lions' defense is,
they're okay.
but they're playing in a dome. And
Question for you: for this parlay, you pick 4 of them. Do you have to
We
pick?
can pick as many as we want. We can do as few or as many as we want. We
Okay.
could just bet on one game and try to win him some money. But the more we
Why
bet
are we
on,
trying to win Lucas money?
Don't worry about it.
because
How did Lucas get into?
I work hard.
Me work?
I mean, you're here too. We
Because
can give you some money.
Don't
because-
give him any.
because if you're trying to give Lucas money, I'm making the complete opposite of what we should pick.
Good. That's what we want you from
Okay.
you.
Yeah, we're gonna go off of what you say and do the opposite.
Damn it!
Because look, I think I don't think the Chargers cover the 16-point spread against the Dolphins. I think that's too high for the Chargers
I agree.
offense. I really think the Buffalo game is closer than 7 points. I think it's a 4 or 5 point game, and I know we disagree about that, but I really like. I think if we're gonna put money on it, then we got to do the Monday night game for sure. Pittsburgh, and since he doesn't cover the spread, we got to
like Minnesota, Chicago.
Now, as gamblers, though, if you're doing a parlay, would you rather miss by one game or just all of them?
I'd rather miss by one game. I mean, we literally missed by one play.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel good that we weren't completely off. Because if we're wrong on everything, then we really shouldn't be wasting money on it.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be betting.
Yeah,
all.
I mean, if you're that wrong, we were one play off of
What-
making a good amount of money for you.
What's the dumbest thing you both have ever bet on?
I made a hot dog eating competition bet with Brenton,
I remember.
and now I realize that bread fills me up really quick, and so I will probably definitely lose. If we want to do hot dogs without buns, I can beat him.
I don't think we're going to make it to a Dodgers game to do
I don't
that.
think so either.
But I would challenge you in the studio.
Hot dog eating?
Once,
No bun?
Once Steve's back. No, you got to do bun.
Bun fills me up.
I don't care.
I'm working out now.
You don't have a
Brenton.
hot dog eating contest
um,
without the buns.
Yes, you can.
No.
They do it in certain
No, they don't.
Yeah, show it to me.
diversity shows.
They don't. You're
Okay.
incorrect. So I would do it in studio. If you still think you can beat me in a hot dog eating contest, which it sounds like you're kind of backing off.
You could do a pigs in the blanket contest.
Oh, I
You don't
love
want a bun?
I love
Guys?
pigs. I love pigs. They're great.
I mean, we could go. Costco's right over there. We get a bunch of Costco hot dogs once Steve's
are good hot
back,
dogs.
and he can lay on the couch and throw up, watching us eat hot
By the
dogs.
way, I assume Steve canceled the marathon.
Oh yeah, he's not running, and we already paid for it, so me and Emma have to run it just for fun.
Yeah, we're still gonna go.
Okay, I figured he never signed up for it,
But he didn't.
and he knew he
He never
and
signed up
I'm,
for it.
I'm,
He
I'm,
didn't sign up for it.
I guarantee you, he didn't
I'm
sign
arguing
up for
this
it.
injury
What
is
a dick.
completely fake.
Probably.
Okay.
He's a great
mean,
It's
actor.
a fake injury.
What's the odds that the injury's fake?
I don't know. He looks pretty beat
He is.
up.
He is fucked up. He
He
showed
came
us.
in here with his shoes untied and everything because he can't reach his fucking feet.
He's slowly becoming like Steve Martin on The Jerk.
If it's
Yeah.
a bit, he's real committed.
Yeah, but he had photos of like a normal spine and then X-rays of his, and his back's fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
He can't even really walk right now. He can't really do
Yikes.
much of anything except lay down and just complain about the Giants.
But and the one day where he can actually just be happy about the Giants, he's not here.
He's in incredible pain. But yeah, we wish Steve well. All right, I want to do that Giants game. I believe in Jones, so I want to do the Giants, and I mean, I don't think I would take the over on the 49.5. I would probably go under.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Although both the
under.
defense, I don't know. I'm torn because both the defenses are so shitty too.
But who's going to score for Washington? Their running back's Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, but Case Keenum, this could be his last hurrah. He knows he has to perform in this game or he's done.
Why? It makes no sense why Jay Gruden hasn't played Dwayne Haskins.
Because he doesn't. They interviewed him and he said he didn't want to switch everybody up every 5 seconds. He wants to give him some time. He hasn't gotten to play with these guys. They don't have the chemistry.
It's because in practice, Haskins isn't even practicing with the players. He's just scouting.
Is he
during
not
practice?
That,
He's
I
not
just wonder if
throwing.
they're hiding something. Is he
He's
not that
I
good?
don't know what it is. He's not throwing in practice. He's just scouting,
Yeah.
and so he's not game ready.
I
So
gotta-
they have to stay with Keenum.
I got to think they have to make the switch, though, pretty soon. Because at the very least, give the fans what they want, and that's the Ohio State connection, and give them that excitement. Otherwise, you're going to lose 13, 14 games, and everyone's just going to be pissed off.
The fans already hate you. They already hate the owner.
Yeah. So give them something.
Even if Haskins is a bust, at least own up to the fucking mistake. You
But
know?
give them that couple weeks of excitement like the Giants are getting right now with Jones and what the Jaguars are getting with Minshew. Like just that little bit of, there's some change and there's some energy and we feel kind of good. Even though we're not good, we still feel kind of good. And there's nothing to cheer for in Washington. I mean, they're almost as bad as the Bengals and they're almost as bad as Miami.
Yeah.
Did you see they had on Sunday, whenever they played, on Monday, they had a halftime ceremony for London Fletcher, the old Bills
Yeah.
linebacker,
Yeah.
and they spelled his name wrong on the Jumbotron.
Oh, God.
So
You had one job.
You had one job.
You had one
You
fucking
put the
job.
C before the T.
Let's see if we can find that.
Fletcher, Felct. Oh no, T. Wait, Fe.
Here, I found it on a tweet. I don't know if they'll make it.
Nope.
Here, I'll find it.
I don't know who London Fletcher is,
He's-
but
he's
He's a Hall of Fame linebacker.
I on the betting odds, I think the 3 games is a lock, and I don't know if you want to parlay it because I think Indy Oakland
Here.
is an easy pick
So Indy wins by more than 7.
at home
Okay.
against Oakland's shitty offense.
I don't think Oakland's as bad as people think. I'm not saying they're a great team. I'm just saying they've been able to hang with some good teams.
They're still in the bottom tier, and it's a away game for them.
But they're playing in a dome. And Indy's not elite. They're definitely, their
Indy's
division's up for
defense is
grabs.
really good. Their defense is good. Their offense is good. I'm becoming more of a Colts fan every day.
Indy's very well. They've drafted very well the last few years.
Yeah. That's why I took Marlon Mack.
Smart.
And then I traded him away.
Dumb.
So you think Indy, Oakland, you're taking Indy. Oakland does not cover the spread. And then you like the Atlanta-Tennessee game?
I like that game, but this is a lot of games to parlay. I know you get more money the more games you parlay.
Well,
with
Luke
each
wants
other.
to get paid. He's
Yeah.
not fucking around.
Yeah.
He already lost $650
Look, the first week he got $15.65, something
Yep,
like that.
yep.
He wants real money.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to make
Real
real
money?
money.
Okay, then try to pick all fucking 16 games.
Well,
Oh, actually, it's bye weeks this week, so
yeah, there are bye weeks, which doesn't affect me in fantasy. I don't know about you guys, but
nope.
I'm not touched this week. Yeah, so I will come around and I'll do the indie game with you, and I like Seattle on the road, I like Atlanta at home, and I really like the Giants. I think the Giants are gonna because there's not enough tape yet on Daniel Jones that the Redskins are not gonna figure him out yet. They're not a good defense anyway, but I think you got to give Daniel Jones is very valuable in fantasy for like the next 2 or 3 weeks, and then we're going to find out if he's actually a good quarterback or if these teams just figure out how to stop him and he sucks the rest of the
Then
way.
let's put some higher odds. If Lucas Hurl doesn't win money because of that game, you owe him that money.
Okay.
Okay?
Don't listen to him.
Pay Lucas his money. I need him to pay me some money.
Why do I owe you money?
Just because I'm helping you out, I'm your agent.
That's
I need
true.
10% of the $650.
I'll give you 20.
Well, we don't know what it's. I got to look at the odds and plug it in. It was $614 last week. This week, I don't know what it'll be. Yet.
Oh, okay.
It depends on how many games we pick and what the odds are.
Then let's get games locked in. So
Okay,
you know
so
what
we
games
got
are
the Indy
locked in.
game locked in. We've got the Giants game locked in. I want to go with the Steelers on Monday
Yeah,
night.
I got that.
Okay, and then
And the Arizona. You said Arizona, Seattle,
yeah, I like Seattle on the road, so I would lock that one in as well.
and that's what you guys did, a 4-game.
And then
parlay
we could
last
do
week,
we could do a
right?
5-game, and I would take Atlanta over Tennessee, or I mean, we could make some money if Jacksonville goes into Denver and actually upsets them, and I think that's a possibility.
It's always a possibility, but Jacksonville, who the fuck knows what you get? You know, I
Yeah.
have Leonard Fournette on my team, I know-
Minnesota has a good defense. Chicago has a terrible offense.
and a +2 is not much. And Minnesota's offense is much better than Chicago's defense.
Yeah, well, it's +2, and it's only 38.5 because Minnesota's just going to run the ball.
Yeah.
They've made that apparent. They don't throw the ball. I dropped Kirk Cousins in one of my leagues because it's like,
He's tough to watch.
yeah.
I get why Washington got rid of him after watching him play.
So yeah, I don't know about the 5th game.
I
I'm
think just
torn.
do the 4.
Okay. So we'll
Yeah,
lock that in.
Yeah,
I'm
stick
into
it to
those
4.
4. I like those 4. Try to get
Have you started looking at
some money.
Yeah, damn right. And then I'll have a weekly shit list, and on the first week is the Patriots backup.
Yeah.
Screw that guy.
Yeah, fuck him. Well,
His-
he's out of the job.
Damn right. And he'll never work for me, if you know what I mean.
Michael Linklater just joined us on the Facebook feed, and he wanted to point out that he crushed Ranazizi this week in fantasy.
Good job, Michael.
But I would also like to point out that I crushed him last week.
You're both
so-
doing the Lord's work.
We are.
Wait, you crushed Ranazizi?
No,
last
I
week?
crushed Linklater.
Oh,
last
okay. I
week.
thought you were just bragging that both of you crushed Ranazizi.
No, but Steve was bragging that he was in first place, even though I told him he had like the least amount of points, and he's like, that doesn't matter. And now he's gone from being in first place to like 4th place in 1 week.
Brenton's a really big fan of most points in the league.
That matters.
Okay.
Most points. It's a.
Brenton's
it's a
like, I'm not
measure-
first place, but I have the most
It's
points
a
in the
measure of
league.
how good your team is. You just have weeks where you get unlucky. Like I played in our Comedy Store League. I played Nick. He had like 200 points.
Yeah,
no
he had
one was even close to
180
him.
points.
It wouldn't have mattered who I had started because he's going to beat me no matter what. But as long as I'm still maintaining, like you don't want a team that 1 week you have 180 points and the next week you have 80 points. You want a team that's going to be consistent.
I know that, but
That's what I have. That's what I try to build every
if
year.
your record is
That's
still
why I'm always
1
in
and
contention.
4,
That's why I'm always in contention. And I got a lot of players coming back from injury. I'm going to be a fucking powerhouse pretty soon.
I'm not afraid of you.
And in
That's why I'm
the
trying to
podcast
I'm trying to
league,
help you out.
I've got Melvin Gordon, and guess who might come back next week?
Not Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon.
I hope he comes back and doesn't play.
Well, if he comes back, he's probably going to be eased into it. But whoever has Dawson Eckler, like you might as well try to trade for something now because you're not going to get anything in 3 weeks. Get rid of him now. Sell the fucking farm. They're playing the Dolphins this week.
I need Austin Eckler.
He's going to go off. So that's when you try to sell him to whoever's dumb enough to buy him, going, "Oh, he had 40 points this last week," and
I'll
then
give you whatever you want.
exactly, and then 2 weeks from now,
I'll trade my entire team.
but 2 weeks from now, he's not going to do anything. If Melvin Gordon comes back next week, he's done. He'll still get a little bit, but he's just going to be like a lowly flex that maybe occasionally has a touchdown.
Do you think he lost money by holding out?
Yeah, of course he did.
Like in the overall picture, though, you think he probably won't get a contract? I'm saying this by the end of this year.
Not with the Chargers, and if he does, it isn't going to be for what he wants because they already proved beyond a doubt that we don't need you. He's a better running back than Eckler, but look at what they've been able to do without him.
Yeah.
So he only hurt himself. He has no leverage, and he's way too expensive. He wanted to trade, but he's way too expensive to trade. Nobody wants to take that on, so no other team wants to give him that contract, and the Chargers, they didn't back down. It's not like the Cowboys. Melvin Gordon's a good running back, but he's not Ezekiel Elliott, and they're not built to where like the Cowboys without Ezekiel, like they're just a good team, but with Zeke, they're a Super Bowl contender. The Chargers without Gordon are still the Chargers.
Yeah,
With
they're
Gordon, they're just slightly better.
they're 1-2, and they do this every year. They're probably going to threaten, a playoff spot up until the end, but they always start pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot better than 1-2.
Yeah, they're a good team. You looking for trades over there, Josh?
Oh, I'm looking for people to trade Daniel Jones to.
I already told you I'll give you whatever you want.
Okay.
So no one's going to give you more for Daniel Jones than I will.
Give him Josh Allen.
I won't give you Josh Allen. I'll give you anyone but Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's a good football player.
Yeah. And on this podcast, we should say his name in a soft voice every time.
Josh Allen.
There you go.
Josh Allen is a superstar. Soon to be 4-0. Buffalo Bills.
The new GOAT.
Okay, so I officially made a trade to you, Brenton, and I'm making a trade to you, Lucas Earl, right
Okay.
now. Okay.
You can't make it fast enough. I'll okay without even looking at it. I'm with you, though, Josh. I don't look at total points either.
Total points don't matter.
Yes, they
okay?
do. If you
It's
and
all
I,
about matchups.
if you and I are competing for either that first round bye week or for a final playoff berth, and we have the same record, even if you beat me the last week of the season, if I have one more point than you, I'm in the playoffs.
Yeah,
They
but
do matter.
I separate myself from you. Okay? Last year, I was 11th place in a 12-team league. Okay?
I think I was fourth
I
place
keep
last
myself down on the bottom.
year. Yeah.
Okay? I don't make the playoffs. Playoffs are not my thing. I'm usually a 7th, 8th place type team, you know?
I'm going to sit and wait on that. I don't really need a wide receiver. I don't think I
You
want
need a
Josh
wide
Gordon.
receiver.
I don't want
Okay.
Josh Gordon.
Okay. Just
Who
make
else
some
you
trades.
got? Who else you got?
I got nothing. I got Daniel Jones, okay?
I don't
But
need a
Lucas
quarterback.
Hurl's about to pick him up.
Well, he offered me Daniel Jones for Sterling Shepard, Sterling Shepard is his weapon. So
Yeah.
So we kind of both went, don't
Yeah, we
Yeah,
both
you're both
win.
going nowhere. That's a nothing trade. That is just a
And
waste
then I
of a
will
click.
you accept the trade. I give you Sterling Shepard for the tight end. How you like
He's-
those
I got
apples?
Golden Tate.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you Sterling Shepard for the tight end right now. We'll cut this guy out.
I need the tight end. Fuck.
Have you looked at hockey bets this year?
No, I don't really bet on hockey.
Why not?
We did last year a little bit, and I made a few bets, and I was wrong on all of them. I'm football. I actually read into stuff, and I have a little bit of knowledge. Hockey, I just blindly cheer for the Sabres and think they're going to win every game. And I mean, last year they went on that 10-game winning streak, and I was all pumped. And I made a bet with Steve, and then the next game they went on like a 7-game losing streak, and then they went from being in first place. They were the first team in the history of hockey to finish the previous season in dead last and then lead outright in the league the next year. And they went from being in first place to just tanking. And I talked to Joe Bartnick, who is just the encyclopedia on hockey, and he's like, I don't think the Sabres are making the playoffs this year. So I am blindly optimistic, but they have a new coach, new system, and it's still a young team. I stay away from hockey.
I'm happy
I
I
don't do fantasy, and I don't bet on it.
I'm happy I'm not a gambler when it comes to sports. Because, like, right now, like, we're at the end of September. Like, next week is, like, the prime time for sports betting.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have football. You have playoff baseball. Starts in October. Basketball is about to start back up. College basketball is starting up. College football. And hockey as
And
well.
hockey.
So it's like,
And
I don't know anything about
I don't know
sports
much
that
about NASCAR, but aren't they in their playoffs right now as well?
You have to talk to. I'm from the South, but I'm not really from.
You're
the
not from
South.
the right South.
Yeah,
You're not from the South that watches race cars. You're from the South that spits into things.
Yeah, they watch
spits
turtles
into
race.
things. We watch crocodile racing
Yeah.
and alligator fighting.
Can you gamble on that?
You can.
You can gamble on anything. I mean, just
I'll gamble on me leaving
mean-
this podcast right now.
BetDSI.
Please do.
I mean, we could make a bet right now. There's International European Championship League handball that we could bet on.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could bet on cricket,
Can you bet on sign spinning competitions?
probably.
I went to Vegas 7 years ago, and the first thing I did was I bet on some spring training baseball
Why would you do that?
because I don't like money.
What is snooker?
Snooker. What is snooker?
I don't know.
I've heard of it.
What is it?
It's a sport that's like it's.
Has anyone heard
no,
of
no,
snooker?
It's like pool. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
it is. It has is that the one with only white and red balls?
yeah, something like it doesn't have numbered ball here. It's
Oh, look, our president's competing.
go Trump all the way.
Yeah, you always go Trump.
I didn't think Apatow liked him, but him and Apatow are apparently a team. So good for them. They worked it out.
So we got 4 games locked in.
4 games are locked in.
When will you know how much money you can possibly win, Lucas
well,
Hurl?
Yeah, let's find out right
I
now.
want to know.
I gotta log in, but I'm gonna log in on my phone and not on that where everyone can watch me put in my info.
Yeah, because I want to know. I honestly, because I can easily make picks on games and not care about the results. Really, I don't care. But if I know money, then
No,
I
we're putting
kinda
money
care.
down.
I know you're putting money down. So now I need to know what you can actually win.
Yeah.
And the second he tells me what we can win, I'm gonna find some stuff online to buy right now. With the money I don't
Did you
have
do that?
yet.
Did you do that last week?
I
I don't think I told you what you were gonna win last
it
week,
was 614.
but I didn't tell you that ahead of time. I don't think.
You did say on the podcast though.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So
I'm
I'm thinking
sorry.
in my
It's
head.
not my fault. Blame the Patriots. I did everything I could.
No,
I
they
made
always
all the
screw
right
me
picks.
over, those damn Patriots.
I made all the right picks for you. It just didn't fall that way.
I hate them so much.
What are the two of you doing for this Bills Patriots games?
I'll probably go to Brunton's. I'll bring some pizza or whatever he wants. It's 2-3-0
Yeah,
teams.
if you want to come over and watch.
Is it a 10 a.m. game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my Saints game to watch on Sunday Night Football because we're a real team,
You didn't hear
America's team.
They changed the game from Sunday night. Now the Saints are on at 10 a.m. like all the other boring teams.
No.
Because Breeze isn't playing and the
No.
Saints suck to watch.
It doesn't
now.
matter. Even if we're at 10 a.m., we're still on Fox.
When can they start flexing games? Is it week 8, week 9?
I think it's like week 10,
Okay.
week 11. They start flexing.
So you like Bridgewater?
He's holding the game together. It must be weird to have a start as a starting quarterback in the league, get injured, and then never start the game ever again, and having that be your first game back must be kind
Yeah.
of weird.
Yeah.
It must be like a lot more pressure not to fuck up
Yeah.
because everyone's just waiting for you to fuck up. At least with the Viking, people were giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, he was also a Pro Bowler in Minnesota.
Yeah.
He went from a Pro Bowler to a backup that had absolutely no prospect of ever playing again because Drew Brees was the guy. So, I mean, I think he has potential that he could figure it out and be a comparable quarterback until Brees comes back.
And this is very good for the Saints because they can see what he has, what they have as a backup.
And they could get value
And
for him if they
see-
decide to move him.
Or not even that, just see like, is this the guy we want to be our future starting quarterback after Brees?
Yeah.
Right.
Or do we go with trade for someone, or draft someone, or take some Hill?
I don't think he's your future. I think he is kind of just like the fill-in between the Brees era and whoever you draft. But
Taysom Hill, we got him.
yeah,
that's all you
I
need.
don't know if Taysom Hill is the guy either.
But okay, so we got these
Okay,
picks locked in.
So I'm locking them in now.
Can we guess them? I'm going to guess if all 4 of these hit, you'll win. We'll all win.
On a $50 bet,
$780.
are you betting 50?
Yeah, $50.
What's your guess? Price is Right style. Can't go over.
$547
I think it'll
and
be
21 cents.
I think it'll be around 600 again. Come on.
Come on,
This is difficult to do
on the
on a
phone.
mobile.
Then I'm sorry for crashing
Okay, let's see. So we've got New York.
We got New York over the Redskins.
New York Football Giants.
We got Pittsburgh over Cincinnati. We have the Colts.
Now, are we taking the team to win outright, or are we also taking the spread? Because that adds or takes away money as well.
I thought we was doing spreads
Yeah,
all
Okay.
that's
along.
it too.
Okay, so we're locking them in.
That's
Giants
spreads.
win, and they cover their spread. we're taking the Colts to win, and they're winning by more than 7 points. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. We're taking
What's it? Seattle,
Seattle and
Arizona.
covering. And then we're taking
Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
Pittsburgh. 3.5 is way too low for that. I mean, that game could be a shootout. Are we taking the over-under on any of these games? So Pittsburgh,
I don't remember
Cincinnati's
any of the over.
Pittsburgh, Cincinnati's 44 points.
Gosh, I really have a hard time taking the over.
Yeah. But do you have to take the over under on all the games?
You don't have to do,
You can do
any if
individual
you don't
games,
want to.
yeah.
I wouldn't.
What
take,
did you do last week? Did you take any over unders?
Yeah, we took the over on Baltimore and Kansas City.
So just one of the 4 games?
I think so. But I mean, those were two
Yeah,
high-profile.
I would take the
offenses.
under on the Cincinnati game, and I don't know what the over under on all the other games are.
I would only do the over/under on like one of the games.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take the under on the Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game. And just hope that Mason Rudolph doesn't figure it out. So,
He won't.
you never know.
He won't.
You never know. Okay, so that is that.
Come
Where do
on.
I, where do I fucking
500.
submit this?
Usually you just press the submit button.
Yeah, there's no submit button.
Then I don't know. I got nothing for you.
What the
Okay?
fuck?
I don't gamble. Okay? You should
Okay.
just let everyone
go.
see you should.
Here we go.
How much? Lucas is already on Amazon.
Yeah, whatever figure you tell me, I'm gonna donate to my favorite charity right now.
Okay, well, that charity is going to be very happy.
I'm gonna ask for my money back when we lose.
So for $50, if we hit all of this, we will make $3,038.71.
Whoa.
Okay, I definitely need some money. I feel like Brent needs some money. I feel like we may have made a very bad bet somewheres.
So what we have right now is the Giants money line plus the Giants spread, the Raiders, Colts, the Colts money line, and the Colts spread, the Seahawks money line, Seahawks spread, the Steelers money line, and the Steelers spread. And it didn't take in the over-under, but fuck it.
So if and when Steve calls in, should we run these by him and get his, or should we?
I say we don't tell Steve about this bet. Okay.
Apparently, multiples are restricted on the highlighted sections, so we can't take a team outright on the money line and have the spread on BetDSI.
I see.
Oh, okay.
So I can just delete the spreads. And that will that cut our winnings in half.
1,500 still some money.
Yeah,
I still have to remove the other ones.
Oh.
we're gonna owe
Just
them money
one
by
of them.
the time.
Yeah, we're owing them money now. It's $179 now. That's a lot less exciting.
Oh. Then how did you guys get up to 600 last week?
Because we did.
Good question.
I don't know.
That damn Patriots backup quarterback
I think the odds were just better last week.
should have kept Garoppolo.
I guess we are taking kind of easy games to pick. I feel like we should probably pick something a little bit more difficult.
That's why I said maybe Jacksonville goes in and beats Denver.
Then add that on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm here to make money. Okay.
Denver doesn't have a sack through 3 weeks. They don't have a sack. That hasn't been done since '82. I read.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that used to be one of the best defenses.
Yeah.
Was Denver.
They still got Von Miller, and then they have that Bradley Chubb who they took 5th overall last year.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with them. You know.
They might really suck.
They suck.
Who's their? Oh yeah, they have and they have a defensive.
They have Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
No, but they have their head coach is a defensive-minded
Vic Fangio,
old man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
the Bears D coordinator last year. Yeah.
So like I don't know what. John Elway cannot pick a quarterback to save his life. He shouldn't be trusted.
Rick
To pick
Ingram. Have you ever
quarterbacks.
heard Rick Ingram's joke about Elway? He's a big Chiefs fan, but he told me this years ago. He's like, Elway's the only player that looks like his team's mascot.
That's funny.
Oh, because he has a horse as a face. I get
Yeah.
it.
He's a thinker.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah,
I
he's-
wanted to win $3,000. $180
I'm-
bucks is not exciting.
Okay.
So we'll just have to add more shit.
I
in.
say we take the 180, we fucking double down on it, okay? We put that on one game.
I agree with that.
We haven't won the 180 yet. It's just $50.
Yeah, but I can still spend this 180 bucks now, okay?
We're not becoming degenerate gamblers.
Okay,
We're
this is
just-
why my
we're just
credit
trying to
cards
make
are what they
Lucas
are.
some money.
That's it.
It's called make Luke money, not retire.
I was watching some analysts talk about the Jalen Ramsey. You know, if he gets traded, and they're like, you don't trade a player like this because he's a Pro Bowler. It's like, even if you get 2 first-round picks for him, the analogy they said was, that's like winning the lottery and then just buying more lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Like, you collect draft picks to get superstars. You get a superstar. You don't trade him for draft picks. That said, if I'm Dallas or if I'm one of these teams that is picking after 18 in the first round, I'm for sure going to trade one of those first-round picks for a superstar.
Yeah.
Because that's not a high first-round pick. It's like what the Bears did with Mac. They're giving Oakland 2 picks in the 20s. That's a steal. I still can't believe the Raiders got rid of Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Mac is a guy that can win the team or win a game just because. I mean, is he the best player on the defensive side of the ball right now?
Other than Aaron Donald, yeah.
So the Raiders screwed up with that, but you know, it's just the Raiders being the Raiders.
Classic Raiders.
Yeah,
Complete garbage.
just win, baby.
Okay? Not only is the team bad, most Raider fans are some of the worst people I know.
Just wait till they go to Vegas.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I'm
Okay.
actually excited about that. That's
I-
gonna make Vegas fun.
Oh, because Vegas is so boring right
It
now.
is kind of. It's a little boring. It needs football.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
You don't play enough slot machines.
I
Okay?
don't like the slot machines.
You gotta play the Willy Wonka one. It's really good.
I hit
And the
a-
Simpsons one.
I hit a jackpot on the Wizard of Oz one once, and I made my rent, and then
How much did you win?
I won like $2,800
On a slot machine?
on a slot machine on one pull.
What were you? How much were you putting in?
I put in like $100.
Doing max bets or doing
Yeah,
just
max
okay.
bets, made 28, cashed out, never again.
So have you made more money in Vegas than you've ever lost?
Oh yeah, yeah. And I'm about to make that Bills future bet, baby. 5 games away. Just have to win 8.
That's it.
Hey, so you made a bet already?
I made a bet back in May that the Bills would win at least 8 games, and I'll make like $600, $700 if they win at
Off
least
of
8.
what?
I think I put down $100.
$100 makes 600-700.
Yeah,
So this is
Go
why
Bills.
you're very biased about the Bills winning games. Okay.
I mean they're winning games. What do you want me to say? They're 3-0.
they played the Patriots twice.
So that's 2 losses.
They
Two
play,
losses.
they
They
play
also
the
play
Dolphins.
the Dolphins twice. They play the Jets twice. There's 4 wins right there.
God damn it!
They played the
Your
Bengals.
division sucks.
And they play
They
Pittsburgh
played the
later
Giants.
this year.
the AFC is so bad.
Yeah. It
For
really
so
is.
long, though, the AFC was better than the NFC.
No,
So
It
no,
was.
No, it wasn't.
And we have the Patriots.
Yeah.
Nobody's touched the Patriots in 20 years,
until this Sunday.
hopefully. Fingers crossed.
All right, quick bet. Who's the first coach fired?
I got to think it's probably Gruden with the Redskins. He's probably the front runner. Or, I mean, I don't know. I don't think the Dolphins are necessarily going to fire their coach because they already basically admitted they're tanking and
It's his
And
first year,
they
too.
hired him also knowing that
that
hey,
they were going to be
this
bad.
is what we're going to.
Yeah, so
we're
I don't think
doing.
he's gone. I got to think it's Gruden and the Redskins get rid of him. I don't think the Bengals are going to do anything.
They have a first-year coach there this year too.
I don't think the Jaguars are going to do anything. Because, that's not really on him. That
Yeah, but screw him.
Foles got
he
hurt.
quit on the Bills.
I know, but many people have.
I feel like there's moments where the two of you have quit on the Bills for a short period of time.
Never.
I did for like 15 seconds when they had won, and they needed the Bengals to beat the Ravens to get into the playoffs. And I was like, it's over. I'm done. And I walked away from the TV. And then they Dalton got us in, and it was the greatest day ever. And then we lost, 10-3 in the wild card game?
Was it? They only scored 3 points.
Yeah, they scored. We waited 18 years and watched them score 3 points in the playoffs.
That sounds like a Bills
Yeah.
disappointment.
So, but yeah, I would put money on it's Gruden in Washington.
That'd be my pick too.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
I'm trying
safe,
to think of
safe
anyone
pick.
else.
He joins his brother in Oakland, like Rex and Rob,
Possibly.
Ryan style.
Yeah. I mean,
They get a tandem bike and ride it all over the bay.
I think the only other team that maybe would the Lions, maybe if
Why
there's-
isn't?
just because
Because they're like, yeah,
they're the Lions?
but they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated. They have
that
0
can change,
losses.
That can change very
They're
quickly.
2-0-1.
That can change very quickly.
Honestly, this is my pick, and I could honestly see this being his last year. Mike Tomlin with Pittsburgh.
Really, that's a shocker.
I see this possibly being his last year there. It almost has like the vibe of Green Bay, where like this guy's been here for too long,
Yeah.
and we just need to shake something up.
Yeah.
People like shaking up things, even though it may not need to be shaken up.
But the Steelers, they've had their coaches forever. They're like the one team.
They've
that
had their coaches
doesn't
forever,
fight.
and also he lost his franchise quarterback, so he can argue that he's not being able to put out the team that he wanted to put out.
He also lost Antonio Brown,
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell,
Yeah.
and everyone else.
That's
Like,
not on him.
I feel like some of it's on him.
He was the one
You're a
guy
head
keeping
coach.
Antonio Brown sane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
But
know,
that's not a
man.
bad pick. I could see that happening.
That's a bad pick.
I don't think that's a bad
I
pick.
can't see that happening.
Other than that, I think maybe Denver gets rid of their coach if their season doesn't go the way they want it, and they're in a division where they're not going to win. They're not going to win their division.
No.
They don't have a good quarterback. I think Joe Flacco is just kind of like he's like the purgatory of quarterbacks. He's just kind of there, and it's nothing, and they need to figure something out.
It's going to be a weird this year and next year. It's going to be weird because there's a lot of quarterbacks that people want, but they're still like sophomores, so they still have to play college 2 more years.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these teams are waiting for those quarterbacks. So like that's why Miami's not worried about getting just first round picks for this year. They're worrying about getting first round picks for next year as well, the following year after, because they're trying to get like Tua or the quarterback for Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
This year is only basically the quarterback for Oregon. It's the main quarterback that people want.
That's why kudos to the Giants for getting Daniel Jones now, though. Screw these teams that won't wait 2 years for a quarterback. Wait 2 years. I hope Miami waits 4. Freaking 2-0's not saving that team. They're terrible.
No.
They're so bad.
No.
They're one of the worst teams we'll ever see. If they don't win a game, I don't know how their head coach doesn't get fired. I don't care
He's
if
not
they.
going to be fired.
He won't be fired, but he'll.
The
How would?
Browns didn't win a game, and they didn't fire their coach for 2 seasons.
Who was their coach? Was it Hugh Jackson?
Yeah. And he made a bet before that season that he would jump into the Lake Erie like when it was freezing cold if he didn't win a game, and then he actually did that.
The Ice Bucket Challenge?
He jumped into Lake Erie. It's a little more than the ice bucket. He did a polar bear dive.
Challenge?
Yeah. So. But yeah, he lost every game, didn't get fired.
But he'll never get hired again, I bet, because of that.
Not necessarily. I mean, he'll get a job as a coordinator, maybe work his way back up.
Yeah, like an assistant to a coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
People don't quit.
Yeah.
People work, like coaching-wise, you can easily get coaching jobs pretty quick.
Yeah.
You might have to have like 1 season off, but they usually get jobs right back, especially a head coach, because everyone that gets hired as a head coach is usually good at some field. It's just head coaching is a very different game than being a coordinator.
Yeah,
you know?
and you know, in that situation with the Browns, he didn't do a good job making decisions. He didn't utilize his players maybe the best he could, but it's also on the GM that he just didn't have a good team. So you can't put total blame on the head coach.
I agree. They did not stand by RG3 enough. Okay?
No.
Commit to RG3. I still think he's better than Jameis Winston.
And then the whole, what's his name?
Manziel,
Manziel.
the future of the XFL.
The future of the Cleveland Browns. I remember how excited everyone was when he got drafted. He didn't do shit. He was a terrible pick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was your quarterback. That's who you were building your team around. If you're a head coach, you can only do so much with that.
What was it? I believe the Browns, all their first round picks in the past 5 years, maybe I think 2 of them are left.
Yeah, they're all busts. But, look at Baker Mayfield. Is he as good as we thought he was last year?
No.
He hasn't looked good.
Is he overrated? Do we agree with
Possibly.
Rex Ryan?
So,
Josh Allen could be the best quarterback in that draft class.
yeah, it could turn out that way. Sam Darnold, he's making out with iffy people, and he's out with mono.
Yeah.
So he's not playing. Josh Rosen's...
Just it hasn't been good for him since the beginning. That poor guy.
I mean, you got to get drafted into the right team, too, in the right system, and he's not gonna do anything with Miami, especially now.
Lamar Jackson's killing it, though.
Yeah, so Lamar Jackson might end up being the best quarterback out of that class, but
Better than Josh Allen.
Yeah.
it's close. It's close.
Yeah, it's good.
Lamar Jackson has a better team built around him.
It's definitely going to be nice that after this season, at least one Harbaugh. Can't say his last name. Harbaugh. Will still have a job. Because a certain someone
Jim's out at Michigan.
at Michigan will be
He
out.
is for sure done in Michigan.
I'm looking at the lines right now. Michigan is a 21-point favorite against Rutgers this weekend.
Well, Rutgers is bad. Rutgers can't even celebrate a touchdown properly.
Oh wait, they're 27 points.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
great.
Yeah.
You saw that, Lucas?
Yeah, he got hit in the face.
You just punched his quarterback in the head. I feel like that would have broke your hand. If you punched him in the head.
That's why they wear helmets.
Can we get that on the screen, Emma? Did you see this, by the way?
I can put it over here.
Oh, is it just out?
Yeah, but look over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm sure most people saw this, but Emma, if you didn't see this, Rutgers, who is a terrible team, they do something right. They score a touchdown, and then to celebrate, the lineman picks up their quarterback and punches him in the face. They don't know how to celebrate.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Harbaugh's done. If he beats Michigan State and Ohio State, then maybe he stays, but I don't see that happening. They're not a good team. And he has no excuses. He's been there 6 years, so he can't say, oh, it's the last guy's kids that he didn't recruit. It's like this is 100% your team, your recruits, and your work, and you still don't have anything to show for it.
And McCaffrey's their starting quarterback? I believe he is.
Yeah.
Yeah?
They got the Hawkeyes next weekend
Yeah.
at the big house.
That's another loss.
Fraser Smith was going to go to that game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but now he saw how bad they are, and he told me he might not go.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. That's a lot of money to spend to go across the country to watch them get their asses kicked. I mean, they almost lost to Army. Nothing against Army. They played them tough.
What do you have against the Army?
I have nothing against Army.
You don't like the military?
I support the troops.
Do you? Because you're talking shit about Army.
I mean, I don't believe in a run-first offense.
You
but
only support some of the troops?
I don't
the
support
Navy?
a run-first offense. I'm actually, I enjoy, is it Air Force that runs the option like every play?
No. I don't know.
One of the,
I didn't know someone
I
did
think it's Air Force. Every single play is just option.
Option?
Yeah, no matter what. They have like 2 plays, and they run the same 2 plays over and over and over again. And for some reason, it works sometimes.
By the way, have you seen the play that Illinois did this week?
No.
They hiked it, and then the entire offensive lineman did not move at all. Like, they just hiked it, and they stayed, and one guy got tricked. He's like, wait, what? But everyone else just immediately sacked the quarterback because the quarterback ran out of the pocket and immediately got sacked this past weekend.
Let's see if I can find it.
It was so funny. Like, it was like a plan of the offensive line just not moving to confuse the defensive lineman. Like, why are we not moving? And then,
Did it work?
no. Quarterback got sacked for like 15 yards loss. Okay? Because only one guy fell for it. The rest of the line just went around them
Yeah.
and immediately sacked the quarterback.
Yes, maybe that guy will get fired.
Yeah, he should be.
That shit does not work.
Is Steve calling or?
I don't know. I don't think so at this point.
Can we ask Emma what she thinks of our bets? Because she's the good luck charm, the first time fantasy player. She's destroying all of us.
Yeah, I am.
Emma, can I offer you some trades right now? Will you look at them?
I have to consult my.
No,
She has
you,
to talk to her GM.
you don't need to consult
I have to
Dorfman.
consult
you
my
don't need,
manager.
you don't need to
You can
consult.
offer them to me. I can promise you, I'll have no idea what you're saying.
You're an independent woman.
Yeah,
You
I don't think Emma would know what to click to accept or deny a trade if you
I
offered.
didn't even know how to do trades.
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware that was an option.
You just got to click approve. That's it.
This feels like you're swindling me.
Yeah, Lucas, no collusion.
By the way,
I'm going to go ahead and deny your trade right now.
I'm on my trade?
Yeah.
No. So that's one mean. Two, isn't Yahoo? I'm not in the what's the odds league because I got kicked out by Steve Rannazzisi.
Yeah.
He's like, I want other people instead of you.
Well, he wanted listeners.
Okay. You
He
know,
wanted listeners, not talkers, Josh. And you're a talker.
There you go.
I'm offended by that. But Yahoo's much better than ESPN.
It really
I think we
is.
can agree with that.
Yeah, I think anyone under 40 will agree with that. I mean, even Emma kind of knows what she's doing because it's a really easy interface.
It's like pretty intuitive, this site and
Yeah.
the app.
ESPN is horrible.
I trust your opinion on that.
Okay. Well, I think we should wrap it up. We have our bets. Lucas is going to get paid.
Damn right.
Is this the
$180.
trick play?
Yeah.
So I'll tinker around with it. I'll tinker around with it on my laptop because I think it's harder to do on the phone. And I'll see if I can up the money a little bit. Oh, that is so dumb. And I love that they all just commit and stay there as their quarterback gets sacked
As they
15
get
yards
sacked,
behind
they're
the line.
still committed to just staying in
That's
one
really
spot.
dumb.
Is Lovie Smith still the coach at Illinois?
I haven't heard that name in forever.
I know, but he was.
Lovey Smith.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he's still the head coach. That's
So
his
that
call.
was his decision.
That was his
That's
call.
why he's not in the NFL.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get Luke paid. Shout out to Rannazzisi. Hope your back's okay. And Emma,
Yeah,
you're going to lose this week.
we'll see. Although I might. I have a bad feeling.
Let's go Team Emma.
Thanks, man.
Crap. Let me pull up the song.
You don't have the
Yeah,
song
that's what
ready?
you get for talking shit, Brenton.
You're going to lose this week. I don't know who you're playing, but you know.
Oh,
I'm
I-
playing best friend Brian. Don't know who that is.
Oh, I thought you was playing her, Brenton.
No.
So I thought that's why you was talking shit.
No, but
No.
you are going down.
Currently, the projected points say I'm going to lose by 10 points.
That doesn't mean anything, though.
Yeah, I
Projected
know.
points mean nothing.
It means nothing, except this week.
It might.
you
We'll
lose.
see.
You will lose.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week with Money for Lucas.
Hell yeah.
Back, Steve Rannazzisi. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Fucking lit. I'm the.
Damn right. Here, can I show you?
Lucas Harold, Brenton Billicombe, and Steve Anderson.